Your top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. We have had enough, says the Guyana Public Service Union, as industrial action looms. MADURO'S organic law is null, void, and of no effect, says MP WALTON-DESIR. GPL in crisis, government contemplating changes to management team, and GPL hired incompetent head, which led to current power crisis, says former Minister Patterson. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Travis Chase with the Friday, April 5th edition of the HGP Nightly News. We have what you need to know this evening. We have had enough, says the Guyana Public Service Union to the Ministry of Labour over the government's failure to increase the salaries of the nation's workers. Strike action by the country's public servants who are members of the union is near. Find out more in this report. With the Guyana Public Service Union alleging that the government has failed to engage the union in collective bargaining, and the Minister of Labour's staunch position that there could be no conciliation because the GPSU has a case before the High Court on the issue of collective bargaining, industrial action could soon grip the nation. President of the Guyana Public Service Union, Patrick Yard, said that the union's acting General Secretary, Kempton Alexander, by way of letter, has informed the Minister of Labour, Joseph Hamilton, of its intention to initiate industrial action.
Our position is that we could do that. We have been patient. Okay? We have been patient. And we are still displaying some patience in dealing with the matter. Okay? But you must bear one thing in mind, that this union have got repeated experiences, where the court has issued order and the government ignore it.
Mr. Yard could not say when exactly industrial action would be initiated, but noted that the GPSU and by extension public servants have had enough of the government's merry-go-round.
But we asked the Ministry of Labour to conciliate, which is the second step. And we have the evidence which we'll share with you. It took 148 days for the Chief Labour Officer to reply to us. And he only did so after we wrote him indicating that we've lost confidence in him.
The veteran trade unionist debunked claims by Vice President Jagdeo that the government may not be able to afford a 50% increase in salaries for public sector workers.
It bothers me, you know, he was a finance minister of this country. He caused the 1999 strike when agreeing to 3% over a period of 10 years. When 31% was paid in 1 year, and it didn't wreck this economy, but he said how inflation would have occurred that would have destroyed this economy. Now he's saying here volatile oil prices was a reason for not increasing wages and salary. Get this oil producing country said it this year.
Like the Guyana Teachers Union, the GPSU says that since 2020, the union submitted its proposal to the government for salaries, wages, and allowances for public sector workers. But it appears as though that proposal has been brushed aside.
I don't want to hear but no promise from the president. If he can't on his oath of office, he doesn't have the credibility to make any promise to me. Absolutely none. Let him honor his oath of office. Let him respect the constitutional rights and the legal rights of organization.
The union says it will continue to engage its members on this matter over the coming days through a committee which was established to ensure that the GPSU is mobilized. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. Our developing story, President Nicolas Maduro's latest action has placed him firmly beyond the pale of international law. a political opposition heavyweight with responsibility for foreign affairs, has sounded her voice once again over Maduro's claim of Guyana's Essequibo. Here is more. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro's latest move to sign into law the results of a recent referendum laying claim to Guyana's Essequibo has triggered fierce condemnation from opposition Member of Parliament with responsibility for foreign affairs, Amanza WALTON-DESIR.
We have stated very clearly that we believe that this law, this purported law, is null, void, of no legal effect to us here in Guyana, and we certainly view this latest action by the Maduro regime as being contrary to all of the tenets of international law and the international legal order.
Already, the Irfan Ali-led administration has denounced the action taken by Maduro to sign the Organic Law for the Defense of Guyana's Essequibo on April 3, 2024 as a flagrant violation of international law and existing agreements between Guyana and Venezuela. Desir shared the same sentiments.
It is in breach of the Argyle Declaration, and really it's just another step in a series of actions that he would have taken. This is President Maduro in pursuit of his unfounded and illegal claim on our Essequibo.
The continued support of the international community is paramount in ensuring that the region remains a zone of peace, stressed the parliamentarian.
It is obvious to us from what we see in the public space, in the media, and the feedback from Venezuela that President Maduro's support at home is waning.
The International Court of Justice has already ordered Venezuela to refrain from taking any action that would alter Guyana's control over Essequibo, but that court order has obviously been ignored by Maduro.
Outside of what President Maduro's motives might be, our concern has to be with reassuring our citizens that we are actively pursuing and securing the interests of Guyana. And a key part of doing that is involving the parliamentary opposition every step of the way.
Guyana has asked the ICJ to uphold as valid and legally binding the arbitral award of 1899, which established the boundaries between the two countries. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. President Irfan Ali on Friday called on medical doctors countrywide to play their part in improving the public healthcare system. The president added that doctors will not be disbarred from practicing in both the private and the public sectors. The story from Carice Gonzalez.
President Irfan Ali on Friday at the Orchard Conference Center engaged with scores of doctors across Guyana and advocated for enhancement in the public healthcare services, emphasizing that he would not prohibit doctors from concurrently working in both the private and public sectors. However, the president emphasized his desire for healthcare practitioners from the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, GPHC, in particular to ensure that individuals seeking services in the public sector receive a minimum standard of care and that all accumulated cases are dealt with promptly.
I want us to spend time clearing backlog, especially issues that affect women and children.
President Ali stressed the significance of healthcare personnel in the advancement of the health sector, since they are responsible for administering care and utilizing the newly constructed facilities.
We must be able to deliver efficient, reliable, quality health care, world-class health care to the citizens of Guyana. In the first instance, we want to structurally integrate our healthcare system into the economy of the country as an important revenue earner.
Additionally, the president spoke to actions to be taken to better serve the citizenry.
We are also working on establishing a customer response mechanism. One of the things we're thinking about is to have a call center approach.
Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, I am Carice Gonzalez.
Thank you, Carice. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry. At Quartz, we got you. Or maybe you're ready to turn your home entertainment up a notch? That means a larger TV and soundbar? We got you. Excited about making your new home feel more like you? We've got you. Need a better mattress for more restful sleep? We've got the size and comfort that's right for you. So shop today and pay later. Whatever you need, we've got you. Quartz, bringing value home.
Best traditional Indian astrologer Pandit Sitaramji, expert in bringing back your ex-love. He is the most expert, powerful spiritualist. His services: face reading, palm reading, love spells caster, financial stable health and depression, evil spirit, jealousy curse removal, sexual problems, bringing back your good luck, and many more. Get permanent protection, house consultation services also available. Any problem solution within days. Consult now Pandit Sitaramji. His number is given on the...
We at SNL Electrical Agency believe that a good design begins with a great lighting plan. From ambiance lighting to statement chandeliers. Trendy LED fixtures. We've got it all. Layering your homes with lights is the key to creating spaces that welcome, comfort, and inspire. SNL Electrical Agency, importers and distributors of all electrical lamps, solar lights, cables, circuit breaker panels, AC units, and so much more. SNL Electrical Agency, 179 to 180 Thomas Street, Kitty. Telephone 226-3018, 223-1634.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
Working and studying? Lacking energy and restless? Dr. Chase Nerve Food and Nerve and Blood Tablet and Tonic improve your energy, reduce stress and anxiety, improve immunity, digestion, sleep, and nerve function, fight anemia, and maintain liver function. Dr. Chase contains iron, vitamin C, B1, B12, manganese, liver fraction, aloe vera extract, and gentian root. Now, that's a doctor to trust. Dr. Chase.
Distributed by Massey Distribution.
Krishna Roth Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Roth Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. You need to know now that Vice President TEAM-JAGDEO has committed to ending the current spate of blackouts experienced by some 200,000 customers of the Guyana Power and Light. The Vice President has also touted a possible change in the management of the power company. This story from DC Richards.
Now the situation is bad. There is no sugarcoating this. That we have a situation at GPL. Whatever it takes, we can't continue with these blackouts, whether it means management changes, upgrading management, buying more power.
That was Vice President TEAM-JAGDEO on Thursday at his weekly press conference, highlighting the major blackout crisis currently experienced by the Guyana Power and Light Incorporated, GPL, for close to 8 months. Jagdeo said that there might be a need to change the management of the power company since blackouts are now more rampant than ever. He also added that another cause of the blackouts might include aged infrastructure.
We lost a major opportunity to change out all of these old units when APNU killed the hydropower. Most of these equipment were equipment bought by the PPP over the years, and they were older equipment. They've lived through a long cycle.
The Vice President continues to blame the opposition for GPL's woes, saying that the current demand, the Amila Falls hydropower plant, would have been able to meet those demands until the much-touted gas-to-energy project materializes. He also highlighted that the PPPC government's plan was to rely on the hydropower. Late last year, GPL acquired 17 used generator sets that, to date, the sets have not changed the situation. Government has since indicated that it is now looking to further invest in more generator sets. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Meanwhile, while Vice President BARJAGDEO touted a possible change in the top management at the Guyana Power and Light Incorporated, former Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson said that the government fired competent persons from critical management positions at the power company. Here again is Daisy Richards.
Because if your board in December of 2014 said that this man is totally useless, you come and meet an industry on the up. If you bring the person that carried it down back, obviously you want to carry the industry back down.
That was previous Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson. In a recent interview, he also said after the government removed current Chief Executive Officer Barra Dindial from heading the board, they replaced him when they returned to power in 2020. He also highlighted that when the APNUFC government left office in 2020, the power company was on the right track and doing much better as compared to the current crisis. Patterson added that although Dindial proved to be incompetent, he was still handed the reins of the power company. The former minister also accused the government of mismanagement in many areas.
GPL was on the right trajectory. GPL was doing much better. Now they've just reversed it, you know what I mean? But they have no management. They've never been able to manage anything.
On Thursday, however, Vice President BARJAGDEO accused the opposition for GPL's woes, saying with the current demand, the Amila Falls hydropower plant would have been able to meet current demands. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank you, Daisy, for your reporting. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we got you. Or maybe you're ready to turn your home entertainment up a notch? That means a larger TV and soundbar? We got you. Excited about making your new home feel more like you? We've got you. Need a better mattress for more restful sleep? We've got the size and comfort that's right for you. So shop today and pay later. Whatever you need, we've got you. Quartz, bringing value home.
This Mother's Day, celebrate in style and give mom the chance to win big. Simply top up with $1,000 or more for a chance to be one of 5 lucky winners of a brand new, fully stocked French door fridge with groceries worth over $550,000 each. One winner will be selected weekly from April 5th to May 9th. Start topping up today. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Guyana's landscape is set to immensely transform, with some $221.4 billion earmarked to fast-track the country's infrastructural development. To improve accessibility, $204.1 billion was budgeted for roads and bridges. Some $6.9 billion will be going towards strengthening the country's river and sea defense, $8.1 billion and $2.3 billion for improved river and air transport respectively. These projects are supported by the country's first $1 trillion budget, which was supported by oil revenues.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. You will hear now that the University of Guyana has emphasized the need to safeguard materials produced by students and faculties as their intellectual property. The university has received the support of the U.S. Embassy in Guyana and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. More in this Curious Gonzalez report.
The University of Guyana, in collaboration with the U.S. Embassy and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office on Friday, hosted a discussion on intellectual property in commemoration of World Intellectual Property Day 2024 at the University of Guyana's Turkana campus. Dr. Paloma Mohamed Martin, professor at the University of Guyana, highlighted that the university is making progress through the UGIRE initiative, which generates a considerable amount of intellectual property owned by students and faculty members.
It was set up about 4 years ago to specifically take research from students and staff, basically to make sure that that work is protected by patent and by other means.
Dr. Mohamed Martin further noted that COVID-19 has negatively impacted strides made, but the university is committed to prioritizing the process.
And one of the things that we have committed to do is, one, to create a module, a short 1-hour module for anybody who wants to do this.
Intellectual property is property such as concept, idea, invention, or work, derived from the effort of the mind or intellect also. A right or registration such as patent, trademark, trade secret, or copyright, relating to or protecting one's property. Maria Delore, Regional Intellectual Property Advisor for Guyana and Suriname, underscored the significance of intellectual property in protecting individuals' rights and advancing the process.
The intellectual property system is an important tool that helps this innovation to happen, because I know what my right is, I know what fruits I can get from my innovation, from my invention, so this helps the system to move forward.
According to an International Trade Administration release, Guyana joined the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, and acceded to the Berne and Paris Conventions in late 1994. To date, Guyana has not ratified the bilateral intellectual property rights agreement with the United States. It further stated, quote-unquote, local television stations, at times including the state-owned and operated National Communication Network, NCN, pirate and rebroadcast TV satellite signals with impunity. Most music videos and software for sale are also pirated. Reporting for the HGP 90 News, I am Carice Gonzalez.
Thank you, Carice. The Guyana Media and Communications Academy on Friday launched its 2024 training program aimed at assisting young people to better understand the critical role media and communication play in today's society. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
Minister of Public Affairs in the Office of the Prime Minister, Kwame McCoy, while addressing youth from all across the nation, stressed the importance of having individuals in the media fraternity accurately communicate information to citizens. McCoy said the Guyana Media and Communication Academy's 2024 training program seeks to achieve that milestone.
We are investing in the future of our people and all of you, young people, to be able to take up the opportunity of training in media and communication and to use that opportunity to better your lives.
He added that during the training, participants will be able to counter misinformation and disinformation.
The role you play is being able to spot them and to be able to shed light on the correct information so that people can be able to make the right decisions and to be able to function well on the right information.
Marcedella Timmerman, a broadcaster at Radio Bartica, who is participating in the training, said the experience has been amazing and she has been able to learn a lot.
I've been really excited to come on this training because of all of the things I know for a fact that I'm going to learn and be able to take back with me to Bartica.
Meanwhile, Director of the Guyana National Broadcasting Authority, GNBA, Carlton James, who will be facilitating the training, told the participants that the media plays a crucial role in reminding persons of where we were as a nation and while providing guidance as to where we are going. This year's training is being facilitated by the Office of the Prime Minister's Department of Public Affairs and will be conducted over a 2-month period. Participants will be taught courses in journalism, public relations, interviewing skills, photography and videography, and will receive certificates upon completion. Tianoko reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Your regional news is up next.
Are you thinking of constructing that new home or office? Then call CB General Contracting Services on 218-3233 or 218-3098. We can help you from the plan to the finished product. For more information, call CB Contracting Services on 218-3233 or 218-3098 and let the professionals help you. CB General Contracting Services. You name it, we build it.
These nice products I spoke with proper things. Peppies, you get the best and these things. Oh no, bless up.
Okay. Pack up these things. Yellow, yeah, put the things in the car.
Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. Do-da-do-da-do. I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I love all of you.
Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
And you. I love Peppy.
Step right into the vibrant heart of Guyana with HGP TV's freshest series, Inside Culture. Dive deep into the pulsating core of our spirited nation as we unravel the captivating stories embedded in our arts, music, sports, and beyond. A journey to nurture your soul and celebrate our rich heritage. Join us on HGP TV, where Inside Culture brings you closer to the heart and soul of Guyana, airing Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. and rebroadcasting on Sundays.
Guyana, are you ready? The moment you've been waiting for is finally here.
You've seen his electrifying performance light up social media. You've watched him dominate the world stage.
Burna Boy. Live in concert.
Come witness the African giant himself, Burna Boy.
More than an award-winning legend. He is a movement. And now, he's coming to Guyana.
On May 1st, 2024 for Unforgettable at the National Stadium.
Tested by the world. Approved by the masses. Trusted to deliver an experience like no other. Let's be a part of history. Together.
Unforgettable. Super early bird general tickets $6,000 and VIP $200 USD only at eNet stores. Presented by Hits and Jams, eNet, and One Guyana.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Courts, we got you. Or maybe you're ready to turn your home entertainment up a notch? That means a larger TV and soundbar? We got you. Excited about making your new home feel more like you? We've got you. Need a better mattress for more restful sleep? We've got the size and comfort that's right for you. So shop today and pay later. Whatever you need, we've got you. Courts, bringing value home.
From Suriname. The families of Surinamese activists laying further opposition to the government in the 1980s say decades of suffering and sluggish legal proceedings have been prolonged by the apparent inability of authorities to locate the man at the center of it all. Former President Desi Bouterse, 78, dominated politics in the tiny South American country for decades, leading a coup in 1980 and finally leaving office in 2020. 5 years ago, he and 6 others were convicted for their role in the 1982 murders of 15 leading government critics, including lawyers, journalists, union leaders, soldiers, and university professors. Bouterse had claimed the murdered men were connected to an invasion plot, was sentenced to 20 years in prison. The conviction went partly on the testimony of a union leader who survived the incident at a colonial fortress in capital Paramaribo. Was upheld by Suriname's top court in December, ending more than 16 years of legal maneuvering. Bouterse and his former bodyguard Iwan Dijaskil failed to report to prison in January, touching off a manhunt and Interpol red notices. In an April 3 open letter, victims' families, human rights organizations, a trade union federation, and others asked the prosecutor's office and President Chan Santoki to urgently use all resources to track the men down. While in Trinidad, a mother has been arrested after being identified from a video posted on social media showing her verbally and physically abusing 2 young children. The Special Victims Department and Children's Authority are working on the case. A team went to the Hunt Road, San Juan, around 9 p.m. on Wednesday and located a woman who was informed of the report against her regarding the abuse of 2 children ages 3 and 9. In the video, the woman is heard carrying on a heated quarrel with neighbors while cursing, punching, slapping, and tossing around her children, who cower and cry. Eventually, several people intervene and beat the woman. The children were removed from the home and placed under the care of the Children's Authority. Superintendent Claire Guy Allen commented on this matter, stating, "We know parenting can be stressful, however, all acts of violence against children are unequivocally condemned, and individuals facing challenges in childcare and protection are urged to seek assistance promptly." End of quote. Finally, news from Peru. Peru's Congress on Thursday voted twice against formally debating the launch of a process to impeach under fire President Dina Boluarte, who is facing a probe into her possession of expensive jewelry, including luxury watches. Boluarte, a former vice president who was rapidly sworn in as head of state by Congress in 2022 after her predecessor was impeached, is facing a probe for alleged illicit enrichment by improperly acquiring the high-end Rolex watches. She has denied all wrongdoing, but the case was further complicated this week when the probe expanded into bank deposits of unknown origin and other jewelry, including a valuable Cartier bracelet Congress on Wednesday backed the government's new slate of ministers in the vote of confidence in the latest cabinet. Nearly a third of ministers resigned earlier this week following a weekend raid at Bullard's residence. On Thursday, lawmakers rejected two separate motions to bring the topic of impeachment to debate. The first motion was rejected with 49 votes against to 33 in favor, while 12 abstained, and the second met a similar fate with 59 against, 32 in favor, and 11 abstentions. Approval had been an unlikely scenario as conservative and right-wing lawmakers had signaled support to the president, claiming they sought to avoid a major crisis. I'm Daisy Richards. Thank you for watching. Do have a productive weekend. Until next time.
We have had enough, says the Guyana Public Service Union, as industrial action looms. MADURO'S organic law is null, void, and of no legal effect, says MP WALTON-DESIR as she chides the Venezuelan president. GPL in crisis, government contemplating changes to management team, says Vice President GUYANA. And GPL hired incompetent head, which led to current power crisis, says former Minister Patterson. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.